Alright, let's see. Everything's running. Do my usual checks. Looks like it's good. Although... Wait. Where's the game audio? I think it's in. I think it's going though. I can't actually... Feels like it's not going. I think it's going. It's hard to tell. The audio is actually really low right now, so it's really hard to see if what or not. Oh, shit. I never actually advertised everywhere. Let's see. Alright. Now my only question is, what do I want to do?
Yes?
Now, I can't remember if he said we shouldn't do the, whatchamacallit. You got the body down. Yeah, that happened at the end of the stream. Also, hey, Red. I'm trying to remember if Kim... I feel like Kim told us not. Filled in 4 parts. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so we can't get... So if I want to get the boots off, but we gotta do the autopsy first. Kim being absent doesn't seem too difficult, because the game seems to apply it's an easy thing to do. So I guess we'll just perform the autopsy. The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. The belt is around his neck. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy. He then adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. Tell me something, dead man. Shoot, Looney Rooney. Which one... Warning an autopsy. Touch his body. Yep, he's dead. Which was it that killed you, then? Love or communism? Huh? You said love killed you. Then when you fell down, you said it was communism. You're misquoting me. You're misquoting me, Rooney. I said communism killed me. Love did me in. You really need to learn the difference, buddy. This is embarrassing. Okay. Okay. Clap your gloved hands. Let's get in there. There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. He nods approvingly. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity. I don't know. What do you mean? I mean when I need you to. Until then, I should handle physical contact, and you should take notes. We just fill this in, right? Show him red field autopsy form at your leisure. That's right. He nods. Yeah, we got this. We're smart. Open your ledger to field autopsy form. The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. An 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with... What? That man stares in eyes. Oh, assistant. That's you. Right? Harry Dubois. Oh, I guess that pretty much confirms that is our name. The corpse is indifferent. I mean, there's been a bunch of things that confirmed what our name was, but anyway. Corpse is indifferent to your scribblings. This better not get updated. Next box says coroner's case number KK57 0803 dot 0815. KK equals Kim Kitsuragi, 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by the date and time of arrival on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself, not you. That's because he's the one to bring up the messy question of your initials. Harry Dubois. HD? Shouldn't we file the coroner's case under me? Technically, I arrived at the scene before you. And what would that make? And what would that make the alphanumeric? I have no idea. I do. KK57 0503 0815. Next name. Not available. Next date of birth. Not available. Age? Man corrects his glasses. Roughly 50. Try 40. The damage so extensive, it's better to err on the young side. I'm gonna write 42. He nods. Race. Mondial. Fair to olive skin from the Isla of Mundi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish. The pudgy mess of curled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other. Sex. Fucky! The little monster exclaims energetically. Male. Who's gonna have sex? Yeah, I'm glad I have alcohol now. Oh, I need it with these two. What the what the fuck is... Why? I just really think they really do just say, "Eh, hell with it. Just do whatever you want." My goodness. Sorry, one second. The two things I was missing from last stream was something to snack on and my alcohol. My good old twisted tea. Goodness knows I need it with this game. Date of death. We're still going with March 4th, 51. What else? He looks over your shoulder. Number 9. Body identified is not applicable. Case number is the same as the coroner's case. KK 57-0503-0815 listens motionless with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains. Evidence of treatment. None. At least, none after the additional examination. What exactly is treatment anyway? Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem. I'm not so sure. Did the footprints look like he was carried over? They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more of a match for untrained dock workers. He places his hand on the dead man's chest, as if in preparation. The central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature. A holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform, then... Somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood... Small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside. Light drizzles. There's darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair. Her silhouette ball-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coron. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Torson. Hand extended, he approaches. Make sure she is dead. More than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so all across Jamrock Cold City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath. We should start the post-mortem. Turn the page. The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why. External examination summary. Clothes, he begins. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrudine, I think. Let's see. Turns the body on the side to check the underwear label. See, it's happening! Babrudine, yes. Inexpensive. Size, medium. Color, white. Disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid. Can we please, get these kids out of here? The boots are ceramatic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to the skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else. When am I gonna get them? Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep, I hope as this has helped you, my liege, omit the boots. The boot has a serial number. He twists the dead man's foot. It's E550.100.1000. The lines between the plate are in the shape of an alphanumerical. The number is purposely concealed by the design. Tattoos. He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body. The upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo resembling the map of a night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings. To be added to the case files is document A1. Photo is taken on the scene using a Trigot Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color, yellow, length, 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. He produces a measuring tape. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters, generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good, ambient temperatures below freezing. Body hair is light brown, distribution is consistent with age. He kneels and get a better look. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short. Touch the corpse hair before moving on. The hair under like 6 fingers, cold to the touch, wet. Choke his hair gently. The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark. Why are we petting him? The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to the latex of the glove like a thread off of Ragdoll's head. Keep petting him. More hair sticks to the glove. Hair off the rain-soaked head of a dead man. Hair bumps and dips on the skull below. Alien landscape. Okay, nothing happens. I was just like, oh yeah, we accidentally ripped his head off. I was just fully expecting that. Alright. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones throw post-mortem. Low velocity. Fucking low velocity! The kid explodes. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity. The lieutenant pays no heed. In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. We'll write down with the men for high velocity. Nah, we'll just put low. Ligature marks. The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut. The steel wiring, he concedes, breathless. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature marks. You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters. Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutters. We got a morale unit from that! What the fuck? Dude, that seems like something a psychopath would do. Hey man, let's add a joyous little bubble of rot. Joyous. I think we got these chain cutters. Always good to think ahead. Now, he points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck. We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully. With as much precision as you can. See, my pig's gonna fuck. Oh my god. I can't do Kuno's voice. See, my pig is gonna cut his fuck his head off. Blah, 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 blah. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. See, looks place. Your pig's a boring fuck. Look for a good spot to cut. Not your pig, Kuno. Stupid argument with Kuno. Oh boy. I thought Kuno was the first thing I saw at Nerd. Hey, Manji. Well, probably gonna fail this. Jam the cutters right under knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already, they're very deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate to get a better hold. Then, fuckity, fuckity, fuck. Look at that fucker go. The lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried you as you summon power words to your aid. Enough. Cut some. Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that Fagari. Course fucking time. Told you my pig was hardcore. Steps in, takes the chain cutters for you. I should have a go before I think I should have a go before. I think I have a strategy. Let him work. He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck. And the dark red ligature marks around it. Here. He hands you the chain cutters back and then kneels closer to the body, running his fingers along the dark red grooves until he comes to a gap. The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature marks. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Blech. Chest is intact. He presses down on it. Normal contour, abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact. Genitalia, he pulls down the man's underpants. Yeah, I was about to say, they're gonna comment on that. Now it's gonna happen, see? Fucking knew it. Genitalia is male and unremarkable. Ooh, burn. No evidence of an injury. Inspect the genitals. The dead man's... Oh my god, I don't know why I clicked on this. The dead man's penis is average size, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch. Back is symmetrical and intact. He struggles to turn the corpse on his side. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. Thank you for clicking that, by the way. I definitely needed to hear that today. Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life. In addition, I see smaller residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty. Write it down. Last item, hands. Takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves on to the other hand. Lieutenant working along. Hands are clean. He inspects the rest. No sign of recent struggle. Were we expecting any? I was. Maybe I'm not just seeing them. Honestly, the stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. Whoa. He burns to his side to breathe. It's not enough. He buries his face in the sleeve of his jacket. You hear a muffled voice. That's all for the external. Well done. What's next? Description of injuries. Wow, this is a lot. I'm afraid we can't continue before we've gone through both external and internal examinations thoroughly. Alright. Central nervous system, he says, and then concludes abruptly. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system? Of course. There's a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to the story. I may add the moral of this story. What would that be? He looks at you inquisitively. The dead man looks too, but barely contain excitement to hear the moral of the story. The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply. Lieutenant grins. I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer. I'll write down not available. Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Gets close to the mouth hole. Eye squinting from the stench. Not injury related. Eye and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see. With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant begins to put his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it gently. A rotting smell erupts from his mouth. Purged fluids run down his lips, black and viscous. Yeah, jack that fucker off! Hyoid bone is fractured, he says after a while. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. Respiratory system, he stops to exert more force. Both hands are used. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen, hemorrhaging present in the mucus of the lips and mouth. Look inside the dead man's mouth. No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again. So, I don't think I could be a coroner. Good to know. You feel like you're about to throw up again. Straight in that mouth of his. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep anything in. You manage to suppress the contractions trying to empty your stomach. All it takes is concentration. Through it, you see nothing but darkness. More meat and darkness. There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later. Lieutenant lets go of the jaws. Mouth snaps before you. Hemorrhaging present in mucus. He repeats impatiently. Write it down. Wipes his brow. Hepatobiliary. Not available. Why? We don't have anything? He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. Are you a whatever that, an expert? I don't think so. Neither am I. And that's it? That's it. Same for toxicology and serology. Not available. Both? Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there. Reservoirs? No. What? Do they take obscure trivia and odd tidbits? No, I remember when I was young and wanted to get forensic science. Coroner was not an appealing job. Queasman wonders if there's something we could still do. Like a toxicology screening? He looks at the monster. At this stage, I doubt processing will finding anything. You know, he was brimming with cocaine. But still, she had a request. Brimming with cocaine. Right, not available, and add toxicology requested. Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood is gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with hanging. Gastrointestinal. He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks round to the ground. There's a pool of feces there. This'll do. Then he touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly and says, digest eats semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. Keep the voila. What's next on the list? Description of injuries. Let's see. He tilts his head. We have bite marks, contusions on head and chest, and ligature marks encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too. What about injuries we have inflicted? Oh, he looks incredulous. So, we inflicted them? This is a team effort. You mean the incision on the thorax from a chain cutter? That was not a team effort, and I wouldn't mention it. Muddies the water. I agree. Waters are muddy enough. See? These fucking pigs are corrupt. The boy nods approvingly. How'd you fuck with him? You love him so much. Now, injuries. Bite marks. He nods. Head, chest, and scalp bite marks injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Ornithologist does not need to be consulted. One again for science. Having to deal with dead bodies is one of the reasons I eventually lost interest. Yeah, I think that would be a less interest for anybody. In your opinion, officer? Beneath the description are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. I think they're non-fatal. Contusions. So, scalp bleeds from post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. Perpetrator on the scene is confessed to causing it post-mortem. At maximum velocity, fucko! Can you do forensics without dealing with dead bodies? Maybe. I obviously don't have the exact answer for that, but that's possible. You could have you could work forensics on crime scenes that involve, like, theft and breaking and entering to see if you can get fingerprints, I'd imagine, or any kind of DNA. Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath the description of injury, 2 boxes. Non-fatal. Ligature. What's the 4th injury page for? Nothing, just in case. Alright, let's do ligature marks. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, and the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No sign of clawing on the neck. Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side, awaiting a judgment. Ring around his neck. Ooh, this is big though. Do we say he died by hanging, or do we say he died from something else? I feel like this is going to be a big one. What the fuck is this, Red? If the image will load, I'd like to see it. Write that down. Write that down. Do we want to say this is the cause of death? Let's say it's fatal. That's it. He cracks an uneasy smile. We've established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned, but it's a start. Now he produces a small black plastic roll from his bag. A jacket. A body bag. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce the field autopsy over. First, how'd it go? Well, he established a probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We also requested a toxicology screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks. If we're lucky, it would not hold my breath. What else? We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? In the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy. Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order. Perhaps a drink is... what now? Let's not bother with that. I need a copy of that autopsy form, then I will drive to Fallberg, rip out a copy of the autopsy pages. For processing. He looks at the dead man once more, and then a slip of the red paper in his hand, and then at the corpse again. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something. Alright, well, we're now a communist. Ah! No! I don't want... Ah! Wow! Oh, those are so bad. What do you mean left-wing dialogue options? How am I gonna notice that? Oh, that's so gross. No. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I don't want that. Sorry. No. That's really bad. We're no longer a communist. I'm sorry, fellas. That was that removed 2 stats, and all it did was be like, "Oh yeah, you get more experience for left wing when I don't know what that'll be for stuff." I'm sorry, just that's a no for me. I know what's living around. It could be crucial to solving the case. The killer did something to hates progressive income taxes. Oh my lord. No, what, Red? If that happens, you can hold me to it. If that happens, you can hold me to it. You'll be free to call me out on it every single day of for the rest of my life. Put one in empathy. Got one more skill point. I'm gonna put one more in visual calculus. Alright, I want to save. Because I have a feeling we missed something. Oh, it's so bad. There's no way. Why did we... Oh, I probably should have been reading this. You run around in hands on one of the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its stolen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough? Look at his pants again. The general of this breach is continued to be unnoteworthy. You see the penis of a dead man. If you've seen it once, you've already got the picture. Can't get enough of that dick. Do you think we missed something? Can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in that flesh before you. I've got a gut feeling that there's more to this corpse. Okay, well, We're in livor mortis here. It's disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body. If we want to conduct another examination, we need to do it fast. Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body? Hey. Wild smile appeared on his face. Wasn't there a giant ice bear sarcophagus below that building? Points to the commercial area. Why, yes, there was. Now, detective, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant ice bear fridge, but I think we should still take a look at first. Make sure it's big enough before we carry him over. Closes his notebook and cracks his neck. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we're looking for in the deceased will become harder to find. Hell yes. We can put him in the fucking bear fridge. No, I'll take that failure. Are we stuffing a body in a fridge? Yes, we're stuffing a body in the fridge. So, what do you think of this fridge, Kim? It looks like it's big enough for 2 corpses. It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it's capacious. And cold enough, too. But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can. Your visual confirms. You could fit 2 more bodies in the ice bear fridge. Shall we go and get the body, then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. Stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage. Red, have you not seen the bear fridge? The body is everything you expected. And stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement, then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. Lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork. Beautiful, he says, wiping his hands on his handkerchief. A dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done. You have created an ice bear sarcophagus. Behold, we have created an ice bear sarcophagus! He nods gravely. Talk of the ice bear sarcophagus must not leave this room. I think this is a glorious achievement. People need to hear about it. No, they do not. They need to hear about our uneventful, boring, downright conservative murder investigation. At least we stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection, under controlled circumstances. Tell me something, dead man. How do you like it in the fridge? I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour. You're a genius. A regular Capolangelo. At the autopsy, you said you have ancient mysteries. Oh, yes, Kobe me Lobo. In the gift horse mouth, tracks and wakes and waterways, ancient materials buried. Yeah, but to where, brother? Just a small gulp away, my beloved Cabo. A small gulp away. Alright, well, now I'm going to save again. Oh, this is going to be awful. Picking up for 2 corpses. Throw one of the kids in there with the body. There's no way this is going to work, everyone. This is going to be a while. I get the feeling I really should try to get this one. This one's going to be a while. At least this time we don't have to hear Kuno's consistent fucking yelling. Oh yeah, no. 58%, 88%? You're not an FP enemy. You don't get to hit that. Kuno is my trash man! Wow, your opinion of him changed quick, Red. I like him when he isn't around. We need to find a plastic bag. I feel like that'll help us. I hope you guys love save states. Look at the Fire Emblem, Manji. That's Fire Emblem in a fucking nutshell. Although I'm unaware what True Hit is in Fates. I love Dave with your BS percentages. I mean, it kind of goes up the more we do it because there's no True Hit in Fates. Okay, I only know about True Hit in the GBA games. I don't really care to. There we go. Finally, your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their. So technically, the hit rate you see when you play, at least in the GBA Fire Emblems, the hit rate that it says for percentages whenever you attack an enemy technically isn't correct. It's either a little more. I want to say it was past 70% it increases, but if it's below 70%, it's actually like it goes down. So technically, what your actual hit rate is a little lower than that. I forget the actual mathematical equation to determine true hit, but essentially it just means that whatever's on screen when you do it is just not actually what your hit rate is. There's an entire math equation. Just look up True Hit Fire Emblem FE7. Just look up True Hit FE7. You'll get like a whole article about how it works, and so on. Your arm reaches down your eyes closed as if they're own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand. What is this? Is it 50%? Oh, never mind. I thought it was like 70 or 60. It's been a while since I've had to do True Hit. Probably not since the randomizer Let's Play, which I'm still debating on whether or not I want to do randomizer Let's Plays for other FE games or other games, period. Yeah. There's that math equation we all love dearly. His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on its features. Yeah, I hate math. Put your fingers. Let's see. Squeeze his nose. You pick it between your fingers. The mass is even larger than your nose. Very porous somehow. Like it's about to pop. Keep crawling unless you break it. Crawl up his nostril. They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in. Push your fingers in his nose. Only a little one fits. Honk. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage. The thing you're looking for. It's not here either. Crawl out, spider. Put your fingers in his mouth. The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, rolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track. Open your eyes and look. A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Dead fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius. The edges appear darkened. An abrasion collar! This is what we're after. Say abrasion collar. Abrasion collar? Kim looks in. There's a pen in his hand. His notebook is open at the copy paper. Touch it with your finger. Gently. Black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Put your finger in. Your index finger fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem. Brainstem? Yes. That's what that part is called. Feel around first. The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here is torn apart as reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again. Never wake. Push deeper. Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. There's a cavity right between the hemispheres. Lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper. Push deeper. Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. Wriggle in. Your finger reaches towards his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid seeps down your wrist as you push deeper, until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Ice-cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and onto your finger. The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline rush. I feel a solid object right under the skull. Can you get into it? Can you get to it? He searches his pocket for something. Inspect the skull first. There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium. Right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it from the inside. The object that is in there stopped just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium. Fish it out. I would have been so fucking mad if we failed an 8%. You have no idea. You pick the object between your index and middle finger. Feels sharp, like metal. You press your teeth together, your jaw is clenched. All you need to do is just... I got it. Good, good. Fridge in the background buzzes with excitement. Slowly pull your fingers out. The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove as you pull out. Sweat dripping down your brow, careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. Yeah, I would have been so pissed. Don't... Listen, if you wanted to see me mad, if I had failed that, I would have been so mad. I would have been so mad. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth. The garden glove is covered in blood right up to the wrists. Between your fingers, a small flower. A blossom made of lead. A bullet. The lieutenant puts a... Brutal Moose voice. Plop! I don't know who Brutal Moose is, but alright. The lieutenant puts a small bag marked evidence under it. Drop it in. The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says, unknown caliber, rifled, some kind of brittle alloy, fractured on impact. Keep it, Lieutenant. As a gift. No, you deserved it. You can log it later. Lieutenant drops the bag in her hand. It feels light. Turns to his notebook. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity, temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. He underlines the injury forcefully. How does that sound? Sounds about right. Opinion. Fatal injury? Wasn't that what we thought last time? That was then. This time we have extensive tissue destruction away from the wound tract. This time, we have a bullet. Goddamn right. Click, click, goes the pen. And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark. New opinion. Non-fatal post-mortem treatment. He's proposing the bullet was a real cause of death, and the hanging was an attempt to conceal this fact. The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, it was all treatment. Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead. Dead? Dabba-doop-doop. Dead. I can't. That shit's so stupid. Why do we say that? Oh my lord, I can't. You think so? I did not just come up with this. I've had my doubts since you showed me the tracks, officer. Why did they carry him over and why not march him? There's no satisfactory explanation. Something I love about the fact that Kim goes along with it. There have been other signs too, small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here. As we did foolhardily. Well, no more. We almost fell for it, he thinks. Almost. There is, of course, the very real possibility he was both shot and hanged. Maybe they just shot him while they hanged him? To put him out of his misery, he thinks? It's possible, but it's not explain all the other dubious things. Lack of struggle, primarily. I may be intellectually sloppy, but I prefer one theory at a time. And this just smacks of treatment to me. Maybe the bullet holds more answers? Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I'm certain it has more to tell us. I think I need to wash myself. Oh, he nods. You really, really do. I'm glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening. If we have a room. Who would do this? That's for us to find out. But this will make finding them just a little easier. Why would anyone do this? To hide something? A real killer? A real motivation? What really happened here? What happens next? Put him in a bag and carry him to the holding pad of my Kanema. My bag should contain odor for the duration of the transport. I would drive him to processing, but it's too late to do that today. I'll do it first thing tomorrow, no problem. I'm gonna save. Alright. Takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's face. There goes those beautiful enamel boots. May they rest in processing. Oh. Oh shit.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I don't have the money. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RPM shouldn't be sleeping on the streets. We'll figure something out. Though he finds the situation frustrating, he's doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do. Why do we want the boots? Because they're fashionable. Are you kidding me? Well, why not? Oh boy. Got to talk to my favorite person again, at least. An RCM officer of the RCM shouldn't see the sleeps. Excuse you, Kim. We're Hobocop. Gosh. Wow, there's a shit ton of people in here now.
Can I help you?
It's about that money I owe. Yes, how have you got it? I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight. Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me? Kim's about to say something. Let him. He adjusts his glasses. I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business. Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and he stops mid-sentence. I mean no offense, it's nothing personal. I just have to protect the entrance of this establishment. Hold on, I still have my key, you know. Good luck trying to use it. Taps his foot against a metal box installed in the back of the counter. All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock. This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? Not until you bring me the money. Okay, turns to you with a heavy sigh. I might have something in my motor carriage we can do when you're done here. You really didn't want to resort to this, the man is thinking. Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. Oh, I can't wait to fuck you up. But I think Kim's about to save our ass. How much money do we have? I think we have half of it, don't we? Don't we owe him like 75? Yeah, we have a little over half of it, 75, but I'm not actually certain how much we need. I have something here we could sell. Look in the back in the suspect transport enclosure. Cage to the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark. We confiscated these 4 a little while back. We take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinet Canal. Thanks. I appreciate your help. Lieutenant nods as you take the spinners. Do we even have enough time to get there before the night ends? Is it even open? How much are these? Holy shit! Oh yeah, that'll pay for it. They're closed, aren't they? I would be. Was it 90 real?
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
Cool, you're still
The pawn
open.
shop is always open.
Something I like to sell. So these hubcaps, Lieutenant steps in and hands him spinners. Roy takes the hubcaps from Lieutenant and expends them. The spinner appears iridescent, dancing out of his pawn shop. Marvels at the cobalt shimmer and nods. Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Let jump a mesk banger? No wonder. No matter. I'll give you 200 real. No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you. The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash. Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again. Thank you. He takes the cash, then turns to you. Here's the... It was 70. Or I think I said 75, either which way. Here's the 70 real I need for your bill. Do not waste it. The rest goes into his pocket. The rest is for him to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners. The windfall is a small consolation. Let's not waste time, because I want to head back and pay. I think 90 was what it was before we made a deal with him. I'm assuming the day ends. Once we hit 24. So I'm a little worried about that. It was 130 real before. Oh shit, good thing. Good thing I bartered a little bit, aka barter by... I think we had to arrest him. Alright. Nope, save.
Can I help you?
Here it is. Sorry for the trouble. Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I ask that you pay your nightly bill in advance, starting tomorrow. He takes out his keychain and fills with the mechanism behind the counter. The electronic lock to your room still has been disabled till 21 tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. $20 real per night. He opens his wallet. I'll take a room here too. Of course. He takes the money and hands him a key ring. Anything else I can do for you? Let's head up and see if we can get Kimmy Boy. We can't be roomies with Kim. Let's see if we can get Kim to go to sleep so I can go back and steal those boots. Nah, I'm good.
Yes?
So do we just go to our room? Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's go
All right.
out to the balcony.
Okay. I hope we have enough time. Good old well, actually, like a jackass MC. The outside is brisk. Lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum, then...
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But
Alright,
I
so the
also
day does not
remember we
automatically
wanted to
end.
discuss the RCM?
Hey, now you spoke to Kim. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual. Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette. What the fuck? How did you get so cool, Kim? The light of a cigarette illuminates a fleeting smile. You mean this? He flicks the ash. This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will. And unhealthy. Keeping the habit within parameters he's given himself takes quite a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Right then, to be brief. How do you think today went? Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It's not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough. We have solid leads to follow up on it. Then he shot the body down, which was... He pauses, searching for the right word. Quite the shot. I'm inspired by your confidence in me, Kim. I admit, I wasn't sure whether I should give you the gun, but I'm glad I did. Your shot enabled us to perform a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. Moreover, you found that the hanged man wasn't just hanged. He was also shot. I totally didn't cheat trying to find that shit out. That was some excellent detective work, and a little bit of bullshit. And you managed to locate and pull out the bullet. So when you can get ballistics, make the gun. All this is invaluable. The least I could do, given all my past mistakes, and retries, and failing over, and over, and over again. We haven't got the body out of the yard yet, but at least it's been refrigerated. We also performed a thorough search of the crime scene. It's great. Now for the interviews. Initial interviews? Yes, well, we talked to some people. Including Everard Clare. A daunting adversary if there ever was one. It was in particular forthcoming with useful information, however. He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you should have gotten more out of Everard. Listen, Mark, like the fingerprints of a gunfired. God damn it, did you really just quote the entire goddamn thing, Red? Jesus. What the fuck? He's a tough cookie, that one. Claire also helped you. How should I say, remember your name? That's a relief. I want a different name, one I haven't ruined yet. You can look into the process of changing your name after we finish this investigation. We didn't talk to Wildpine's rep. We really must do that tomorrow. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? We run a lot. Not a standard Precinct 41 practice? Wait a minute. Is that a comment on the fact that I have been making our character run a lot? Like, if we just walked to areas, would he not comment on it? He totally just has certain game codes in the spreadsheet ready to throw out at a moment's notice. I know people who are like that, but with GIFs. Or GIFs, whatever. Just wait till you get until up tomorrow. I'm training for a long-distance run. I want to raise money for charity. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette. It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those heels. Looks like your snakeskin shoes and I forgot we never changed our snakeskin shoes. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange. So what are our powers exactly, the RCM? They're quite limited. Actually, the power officers of the Revachol Citizen Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with interdepartmental schedule. Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse? Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Why not more? Person's personal safety, we're not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol. You can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. How can you be sure the arrestee will show up? You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up. I see. And if someone persists? We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal. Have I killed anyone? That's an improbability. Perhaps even a possibility. I don't know if I really want to know. Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence. Ooh. You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly. By cross-examining you for inconsistencies, it is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim? Yes, he pauses. The last time was 4 years ago. Says as a matter of fact and moves on. What happens to the people we convict? We don't convict. We arrest them and send them to the coalition government courts in Cordon and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. Taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. The coalition government, in a moral term more broadly. Eurosem was formed in the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. His gaze is absolutely fixated on the window below that just went dark. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether those citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Say the citizens. Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral lit turn leases us the right to keep the peace of this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it. Or if they think you do. Tiny lights of the city shimmer below, slowly. Like a luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its footlights on the ground below. Kitsuratsuki's glasses light up as he looks into the sky, two glowing circles. Finally, he pulls on his cigarette and says, "They really don't like us here. The mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland. In Jamrock and in the Grit. Why are they like this? It's our fault leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks. The jurisdictions of our two precincts. And in Jamrock and the GRIH? He looks at the dark silhouettes of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky and says, "We run this city. West of the river is the RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are..." He shakes his head. "But we are control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our system works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate. I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good." "Me too," he says quietly. "I wouldn't count on drastic changes in our lifetime." I'm gonna try to end this because I really want to get those boots. Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go. Puts out the stub of cigarette, looks at the door. I will get those boots.
Yes?
Okay. I'm gonna save. No, save. I want those boots, Kimmy boy. Alright, Kim left us. Let's see what we can do. Kim, I'm a sad boy. MC, I need boots. Come on. Every time I come down here, I'm expecting to get jumped. Alright, let's save again. Claudia is reluctant to let go of the boots, so they were a last bit of dignity. Whatever you're planning to do, you need to do it before you catch pneumonia and the cold draft coming deep inside the fridge. Pull on the right boot. More completely useless. You're able to reveal a little more of the putrid polymer sock beneath the boot. Pull on the left boot. Feels like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you are able to get the boot to move a centimeter or two. See? The corpse doesn't care if you try to take his boots. He doesn't need them. He's probably glad to get rid of them. Adjust his seating position first. He's too heavy to move by yourself. Greymouth's dead muscles with hoarfrost covering his milky eyes. Try to twist boots off one by one. This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boot comes off. With nasty slices of polymer socks stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh. Take stock of the damage. Not good. Let's pin this on the bear. The ice bear tore up his legs with its claws. As for the boots, can't possibly do anything with them until you've cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed before. The stink is incredible. Didn't the whirling have a kitchen? Oh boy. Oh boy. We're doing it. We're doing it, boyos. Wow, I'm almost done with my first twisted tea. I don't feel much. It's only 8:30 too. Wow. It's actually 8:35. Whatever. No, we can't go back. Uh-oh. Hey, buddy. You want to open up the kitchen? Oh, this might be bad. Let's go to bed, I guess? I hope Kim doesn't fucking notice we have the boots. Can we just use this? Run yourself a bath. Undress, close your eyes, and submerge. Water's only lukewarm, but still comforting, like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks like sad duckies. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired. Take the beer cans out. Now you're alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub. Not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. Not even cute to focus on. Imagine something. You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench. Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature. And you're in the tub a little. Fingers go pale, are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools. Okay. Water line recedes as you stand. You're cold now, your cool stick to your blah 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 blah. God, I forgot this stupid fucking thing was still here. Hey. Why not? Belongs to the new. The third decade of the current century, no time had passed in a failed revolution. For a fleeting moment, free market economy seems like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors. Did we just soak the timer for like 1 minute and we clean no? And facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Gualam de Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music in an open air, tonight, no, I can't pronounce that. Somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit, then he made the expression. I feel the clicking sound when I made it. Click, click. Click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Colombian Millions. Regional Mecha hit, don't worry, you're a pretty little head. So I adopted it? Why? Sometimes you add finger pencils to the mech, because unlike women, you're a police officer. It's your nifty little to say, I'm armed and dangerous. So I adopted it? Why? Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you? Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. Anything else? Like, who I am? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? You have some understanding of the near histories of disco. What's the trivia you've picked up along the way? Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that. How long ago was the new? There's a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression looking good on you. Or anyone. 2 decades of the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. That expression is a relic. Alright, well. I guess we just go to bed. Crawling? With the flashlight on, of course, because we need a nightlight. The sheet feels at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. Oh no. And then, sleep doesn't come. I want to sleep. Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed. It's not happening. Why? Maybe it's the bed fault? Check the pillow. Its synthetic filling is separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Check the blanket. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here. Intimate and warm, breathing. This has been my mood for the past 2 days. This feels really close to home. God damn, I've had fucking insomnia the past 2 days. I've been feeling exhausted. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Who killed him? Who? Something to do with... what was it the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brainwaves. No more thoughts. Fall asleep now. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you, until your eyelids twitch, and your sleep in images. Images start forming. Whoa. Excuse me? Hello? I got a weapon. I'm not afraid to use it. Oh. Oh. Wait a minute, that's not what we're wearing. That's not right. Party! Doing my best to, like, make it look like he's, like, kind of dancing in any kind of way, shape, or form. It's not working. Bloated corpse of a...
Remember the scent of your childhood.
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is! I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This'll be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
You said... who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle, and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What's Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas. On
Ah,
the
Disco
surface,
Elysium.
the outer magnetosphere, burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do, even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed.
Stinky boy.
Did we get amnesia of a really bad breakup? Wasn't the thing Kate joked about in VLR for amnesia?
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
Something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad. This dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like
we're
clockwork.
waking up.
Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
What the fuck was this dream? Wake up, Mr. Harry. Wake up and smell the ashes. Good going, buddy. Oh my god, what the hell was that? I just had a beautiful dream, uplifting, rejuvenating. I just had the most beautiful dream. Uplifting, rejuvenating. Really? Because I feel even worse this morning than you did last night. What the hell is going on with me? The fucking flashlight, we turned it on right away. I mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? Can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. Why is this happening? It's just that your heart has finally pumped out all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline? No, I can't take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. Are you sure? Ready to live as a pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically a week? Let's be honest. 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You'll be fired. That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead. Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how will you do without your spark? What is this? Huh. We don't need drugs. All we need are Flashlight Kun and Kim Senpai. Ew, red. No. Get that fuck. What the fuck? Alright, well. We haven't actually seen what Hobocop does, so I might as well internalize that. See what happens. I am legitimately curious what buff we could possibly get from that. Alright, let's see if we can, still do something before Kim. Kim's already with us, so I'm assuming we're screwed already. No, maybe not. Let's save. Get the boots washed. Yo. No! Damn it, Kim. Fuck off, Kim. I need to get them boots washed. What? Where the fuck? Where you come from?
Morning.
He gives you a quick nod. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle's turned up. He looks to the mess hall doors. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. Ugh. Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday? I completely forgot. He looks at his notes. Sorry, had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. Tell the board behind you like Watson in that one Sherlock Holmes game. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to play the other Sherlock Holmes games. Because that was the quote unquote walkthrough I played like on the first thing way before I was where I am now. Only at 30 subs, which still upsets me. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh well. Why do we need to talk to them? Everything points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinet, my preliminary information, which may of course all be wrong, but we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy. What do you mean rowdy? I mean ungovernable. Martinet isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here. Men who drink beer before breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for said policing. I think it's met them. There are so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements? That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debardaire's union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay? One more thing before we do. He glances at the booth again. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them. Continue with our business. Good. Power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder? They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me. So we can either confront them immediately or not. Alright, I have to ask. Can we... Wouldn't mind if I were to... know what? No. Hold up. First off. Because Kim's with us. I'm sure Kim will comment. The man takes another drag of a cigarette and shakes his head, smiling widely. It's not clear whether he understood your question. I don't... Oh, wait, here we go. This was supposed to and used to prepare food for many hunger. What are you planning to do? Throw a dinner party? Please refrain from culinary experiments until after we finish the investigation. Whatever you had planned, you have to do it when the tenant's gone. Okay, okay. Alright, now we know what to do. Officer, where did you get these boots? Internet? Well, it's nice. Well, let's talk to a nice young lady. Or old lady, whatever. Well, the woman turns back to the cafeteria
And there's
manager.
no public phones nearby.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
The cafeteria manager appears to be genuinely apologetic.
It's fine. I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, ma'am. Everything all right? Tell me, ma'am, do you have anything to report? Where were you 5 a.m. and last night? Because I shine this bright light in your face. You think the light doesn't have batteries.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Wait, what's wrong with the phone
The
lines?
manager was vague about it.
Why would it be vague about phone problems? Something to look into later. A SCART, maybe? Why'd you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who is house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and Gary were supposed to be back on Monday night, but they're still missing and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might be just the thing to get your mind off the hangover. Okay, I'll bite. Had your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breed hisses through a dense thicket of reeds. Something sweet in it. Somnolent. What the fuck word is that? A damp chill goes down your spine. When you go round, you're still in the whirling rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
She glances out the window towards the bay. More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting. What is this expedition your husband was on? Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast, across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. She sighs. What could be keeping them? Who's this Gary person? Do you trust him? She smiles. Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day. Are they in a rough neighborhood? There's a nameless old fishing village nearby, but we've never had any trouble there before. She stops, then continues, worried. There's a lot of crime around here. There's a lot of crime around here, isn't there? I can't say it's the best part of town, but I wouldn't worry too much about a pair of grown men traveling together. Do it. Find her husband. This will surely lead to a cryptozoologist mystery with an extremely rare insect. Some fringe science is exactly what's needed right now. Spice up that vanilla murder investigation. This sounds like police business. I'll help you find your husband. I almost hit the wrong thing. Are you sure we have time to go chasing after bug hunters just now? The lieutenant tilts his head towards the vigilantes in the cafeteria. He did suggest we play it cool, but... it's just a little side thing. We'll do it down the line. If you say so. Extremely rare insect, like a golden beetle. Oh boy. Then we'll have another murder to deal with. Oh, thank you, officers. Truly. I'll be right here if you come across any sign of Morel. 1 second. Alright. Tell me more about Morel. Looks, character, your relationship. Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. What does he look like? At least tell us that. Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's, and his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle. You can't go around Revachol feeling grown man's hands. If you want to find her husband, you need some more concrete evidence. It's always a challenge to describe someone you know best in the world. Let's try again. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for? Oh! Well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame. He has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even. Lieutenant pulls out his notebooks and begins jotting down someone's description. One more thing. He'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even when he's not out in the reeds. You know, just in case. We're not going to bother with the Mary. Actually... We should probably ask this just in case. Well, we'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Her smile is soft, not the most numerically satisfying number, but I like the less obvious milestone even more somehow. To you and me, via a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are. She smiles wistfully. Aw. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Tell me more about this rare insect your husband was looking for. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. She catches herself, but I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae? Lieutenant gives you a sideways glance. No, I want to hear about the insect. Well, she hesitates. It's a phasmid, technically, but... yes. Phasmatodia. A diverse group of insects whose body resembles twigs, leaves, that sort of thing. Coast insects, colloquially. Oh yeah, here comes the interesting. Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one was once a living reed. It distinguished itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. He looks you in the eye and nods thoughtfully. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you've end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers. To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of gnome of Jeroma, would you? I smell pseudoscience. He's thinking. Not a big fan of that. It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubted it exists at all. Keep getting interrupted. Establishment. Suspicion is confirmed. I thought so. Does it have cool powers? Yes! It can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. Her face lights up at the thought of it. It's how it stays hidden all these years. Typo. I found a typo. There's probably been a bunch of typos and I just haven't noticed it. Is it valuable? Nope. Is it valuable? Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie. Is it dangerous? She chuckles to herself. Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully? Oh dear, I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. And one's face flushes with embarrassment. Morel can explain it all better. I wish you could hear him describe it. And you'd understand, I'm sure. Alright, let's not worry too much. Oh, we can talk to Sans now, I think, right? Oh, never mind. Alright. Well. I'm gonna regret this.
Over here.
Oh, it's her.
Let me handle this.
Woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective disorientated.
She smiles
Are you
coldly.
still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Ooh, well, so much for the kind disposition she gave us yesterday. Her entire character is shifted. This young woman is cold as ice. I knew you were not a gardener.
That's right. I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dockworkers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy. You think he has information that will help you? Maybe
She-
he does.
She points to the man on her right.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming, nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinet, you are no one. What are you going to do to me? Lena is not satisfied with the approach. What are we going to do to you? She starts laughing. Laughing? Laughing. It's a cold laughter, devoid of joy. Union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization. Goddamn right it is. If anything, it's the RCM who do things to people. She shakes her head. But we digress. Why are you so aggressive? Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers. Just dock workers? Do dock workers spy on the police? We let you off easy, miss. You don't think it will happen again. Listen, you moral lantern lackeys. You're a mob, forcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards. Fuck yeah! The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer. So that's what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. I like that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Look, a comedian. Her expression stiffens. Do your job. Ask your questions, then get out of Martinet. Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop would be a socialist revolutionary. Shit, maybe I should have been a communist. Just talk to Titus then. Well, there's spit in it, reeking it. Oh, it's a not a latrine. Fuck, what are those things called? Spittoon. That was it. It's a spittoon. Didn't Monica have giant titties? I can't even read that what it is because it's not letting me.
This is where you say your bit.
Broad-shouldered man points to you with a beer can.
Detective?
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. Don't say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Do not let their squeals disturb your serenity. These are but simple peasants, sire. The chatter is too inane to reach your ears. Raise your chin and gaze into the distance like a prince.
Is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
Alright, well that's one Twisted Tea down. Let's open another one. Because I have 0. Oh boy, never mind, it's starting to hit me now. Oh god. The little guy looks to his mate. Zip
Hey,
police.
asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We are looking for Titus Hardy.
Lieutenant turns to the broad-shouldered man at the end of the table. First, we need to talk about your attitude.
Wow. The RCM sent us some big dick cops.
Real big dick cops. Look at them. Reckless. Swinging in the wind.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, look at the big dick on that cop. Can't tell a dick that big what to do. Must be something in the water in Jamrock.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, gave him real nice big dick.
I almost just spit that out.
Yeah. Anyways.
Even he's embarrassed by how long that went on. He's like, dude, what the fuck? Why are my guys talking about their dicks for so long? Calm down, guys.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match. Scan the room. Starting from the right, boot, size 44, blonde man in his 30s, overbearingly masculine. Sitting on the right, standard working boots, size 45 or 46, eldest in the room, probably mid-50s, smoker, quiet. Across at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43, gang tattoos, masker Sarmerizian, in his late 30s, early 40s. He spent his youth in the Villa Lobos, housing project in the Jamrock Quarter. These were incarcerations, hard to say what else. The ink is fading. And then, standard working boots, steel reinforced toes, size 46, The big dick. The biggest dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby... Okay, I guess I'm talking about his hips. Maybe we did straight up look through his clothing for a big dick. Rugby hat, fingers, gloves, and numerous scars. A little under 40s. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy Captain. This is making me realize that our protagonist might be the epitome of idiot savant. In the far corner, standard working boots, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something. Non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum? Where? On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician. And the little guy? Size 41 with a light step. Not a child after all. Nor a man with a rat face. Mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. I'm sure all these guys are missing a few teeth. In the middle, heaving and wheezing, big guy, boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Had the man in armor, and he can easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were there, but there's a discrepancy. None of them is missing. The odd soul? Exactly. He stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy? The fuck is with you, fella? Titus is staring at you with his head tilted. Man, hanged in the backyard. Did you do it? So you're not just here to swing your big dick. You're here for the pretty boy. Real looker, that one. Shakes his head. Stinks like shit, too. That was 4 seconds? They love him, boss. Spending all day digging around in here. Can't get enough of that pretty boy smell. Funny, the lieutenant says without a smile. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you. I have spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. That is fucking bizarre. A magic man. A goddamn magician. He shakes his head. The lieutenant waits for you to reply, patiently. His foot taps only a little. Just keep it simple. He said they killed him. These uninitiated do not understand the fineries of runic sinus. He said communism killed him. Well, what you chatting me up for then? Go arrest communism before it skips town. Yeah, go arrest communism. We had something else. Besides the occult vision, he turns to you. I had to have something. His foot tapping has become less patient now. Container belt? Like we use in the harbor? Yeah, why? Because we took it. He says from the harbor where we work. And then we went out back and used it to hang him. We did this. He looks you dead in the eye. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there was a container belt around his neck. Huh? So you just confessed to murder? Goddamn right I... No, the woman interjects. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened, so you don't waste any more of your time. All 7 together? They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic. How does the bullet in his head factor into this? Huh? A sip of beer makes the surprise go down easier. There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Lieutenant checks his notes. Why was it there if you hanged him? How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe? Another sip. He's tight-lipped suddenly. Interesting, sire. It's as if he's lying. To protect someone. He's not very good at it. This line of questioning is over. A woman steps in before he can answer. You got the cause of death already. Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination. How did you kill him? Bringing him up by a neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Kappa? Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot? The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that? Huh. He looks even more irritated than before. Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, Capo. I'll say it again. We killed him. Yeah, I knocked him out. Tattooed man speaks up. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm confused. Why wouldn't you in this instant just arrest all of them? Would her attorney just plead that they arrested everybody in the room just kind of in a bullshit manner. I'm kind of confused what this tactic even does. If they all admit to committing murder, wouldn't they all just get arrested? Came up behind him and clubbed him in the back of the head. Went down like a sack of sand. That's right, lawman. He spits through his teeth. And then we hang the fuck. Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up. Mr. Tats, what do you use to knock the victim out? My fucking elbow, copper. He looks you straight in the eye. Samurai boxing style. Samurai boxing style, or Sambo, is an eloquently violent set of one-on-one fighting moves originating from the Samurai Isola. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. Where did all this action take place? Right fucking there, he spreads to his hands. The fucker started coming out to our bar, asking for it. Really hoping I get this. Yeah! Titus is solid as a rock, so are a few others, but... First, tell me who's solid. Elaine. Who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man. At least Nancy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow was solid too. Always fidgety, yeah. But no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there. He's cracking under the pressure. This one. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest chain in the link. Hey you, turned to the big guy. You have trouble breathing over there? No. He looks up, startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks were peeking out from under his worn woolen hat. Of course he's having trouble breathing. Look how fucking fat he is. The man next to the big guy bursts out laughing. Fuck off, Shanky. The big boss steps in. Angus is a powerful guy, all muscle. Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later he's gonna break like a piece of twig. There's something you're not telling me. And fuck you too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. Just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing. His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. He's genuinely trying to look out for Angus. This one is a stone wall. We'll get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet. Who called the shots that night? Are you deaf? Do we know single anyone out? Can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all the Hardy Boys. A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head. Do you think you could do that? You think you could arrest them all? A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here? Who do you fucking think does? Sounds more amused than angry. Shit. There's one guy missing. Subject. Yeah. I'm trying to think here. Eventually, I was like, oh, well, let's say Elizabeth is the one doing it. But I feel like all that would do is give her more power. Fat Angus is the one that we're worried about because we want him to crack. So do we point to him? And then there's the harbor thing, where we could try to piss him off in saying that Everard Clare runs the Union. Which I feel like would piss him off a lot. I don't think it's Titus, and I don't think it's to the bearded man. I'm not really sure where to go on for this one. Not... I'm not... I'm honestly not sure what I'm supposed to pick here. I wonder if something out Angus we could break. Fuck it, we'll do Angus. Sweaty Man turns red and looks down first and around him apologetically. It's not the fat ass, scrawny guy shrieks. Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why he's called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas? Titus grins. I think you got your answer, Mr. Law. Yes, there are some administrative differences. She gives Titus a stern look. But on that night, they all acted as one man. When did this hanging incident occur? You don't keep answering his questions, the fixer turns to remind Titus. I know, Lizzie, relax. Takes a sip. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week. Oh, you know the victim. No more questions. Why not? You have my ear up. I got nothing to hide. Why don't I just arrest you? Yeah, lawman. Takes a step closer as well, fixing his ball cap. Why don't you? It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you. Not in the arresting mood. His mean little eyes come alive with hatred. By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you. Easy now. Let's just talk. Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again. You murdered him just like that? No remorse? How many people have you sent to the chase? Ever felt remorse for them? Chase-like trick is the method of capital punishment in Roach Hall under Coalition. During the suzerain reign, it used to be the firing squad. Or sending them to reunion to rot for 20 years for life. He says as if it were worse than dying. Yes, but these were all in reunion. What's that? The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the Coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of its name is under. Okay, 1 second. I gotta do something. It's really bothering me. Alright, that's a little better. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. Oh, so you're just a simple, well-meaning man, huh? Spits on his ground before him. Ever been in solitary? Prison is torture. That's what it is. It's clearly been in solitary confinement. And at a young age, nonetheless. So, as hanging a man slowly without breaking his neck, the lieutenant replies dryly. Why did you kill him? Why? He hisses through his teeth. Because he was a worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out of line in my town. So it was a mercenary, that's it. And he stepped out of line. He repeats, jaw clamped down, shut like a vice. What kind of mercenary? The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kochoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Orangey Special Forces. Live grenade, the man spreads his arm. Right here in our bar. This one has a special gripe with him coming here. I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Sort of every strike from here to Samara. Hold on. How'd you even know he was in Special Forces? Because one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Orange and Knees, goddamn Special Forces. I'm gonna fuck you all. Really? Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there. Sang some Orange and Knees paratrooper song. And said he was gonna fuck everyone. We couldn't believe it either. He fucking did, right there. Points at the stage. Like some kind of animal. Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code. Okay, besides crime against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong? Wrong? He roars. He harassed women, raped one, harassed the workers, threatened to kill some as a warning. He wiped spittle from his mouth. From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation? He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice. To kill us all if we don't open the gates. We don't let the scabs in. We don't bend over. He cracks his knuckles. And that was before he started coming here. Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls, grabbing one of ours, mid-karaoke, right there on stage. Grab someone? The lieutenant's trying to make sense of this flood of information. Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. Fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your, Why don't you show me your, And then he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down. He shakes his head in disbelief. Was this the same girl you was sexually assaulted? Raped, you said? Are you fucking listening? The man is talking to you. He took care of it. He got the girl out before anything else could happen. Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening? He repeats like a parrot. There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Let them talk about it. Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation. No. There's a moment of silence. You're not getting a name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns. There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you. So, what are we gonna do now? Nothing. Her reply comes sharp. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations, where you belong. I think I'm gonna stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. Lieutenant closes his notebook. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're gonna look into this. Good luck with that. He grabs another beer. You heard everything from a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating. Okay, we're gonna save.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Established authority. Yes! Authority! Feverish thoughts race through your mind. Oh! Kim, turn to Lieutenant. Kim, I need your gun. Oh shit. Why? This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either. Everyone, calm down. This is only a demonstration. Turn to Kim. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. What in the name of fuck are you doing? But Lieutenant Works worry. He whispers, I don't want to give you my gun. The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering about? Easy, Shanks. Peter gestures for himself to stand down. I want to see where this is going. Oh my god. Not scared anymore. I know what I have to do. Trust me, Kim, I'm merely flesh. What the fuck does this mean? Merely... what? I didn't quite catch that last word. A brief moment passes in silence then. Be careful. It's loaded. He unholsters and gives you his firearm. It feels oddly light and buzzing in your hand like a funny toy. Good, now... excuse me? Good, now put it in your mouth? What? But I want to point it at them. I want to point it at them. Quit your whining. Uh-oh. Everyone knows how to do that. You're a special man. You're gonna point it at your... what the fuck did I just walk into? Put the barrel in your mouth? What are you doing? Short cold barrel touches your lips. Tastes like iron in hell. Genuine panic flies across the lieutenant's face. Fellas? This guy glances over his shoulders. You getting any of this? Pull the trigger. Jesus fuck, Manji. I'm gonna pull... I'm not fucking this case up. You will respect me. We'll solve the case. Look at me. Don't worry. He appears calm suddenly. This demonstration is not helping. At all. Yeah, because I sort of want to see that shit. You won't, man. His fucking balls aren't big enough. Deranged cop kills himself. Citizens in shock as deranged law official, part of the 41st Pinch saying, shot himself in the head last night in the middle of a crowded cafe in downtown Marigny. The exact details of the incident have not been revealed, but first-hand witnesses claim the officer was making a point. Can't say I'm surprised. Lawrence Gart, manager of the Whirling Rags cafeteria, where the incident took place, commented he was extremely unstable and had threatened to kill himself before. Oh my lord. Well, that happened. He actually did it, yeah.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, alright? We took care of it. He repeats, the law handled it, alright? You're not the law. I am the law. For God's sake, stop shouting. The man behind the counter shouts, stop bringing things in my establishment. Stop provoking these oafs. I'm not gonna give you anything. Can't you see? Can't have a police interrogation in here. People are trying to eat. I'm gonna tear your stupid hairy head off, Gart. Wait, what? Easy, babes. What is this? He spreads his arms, smiling gently. I can't have a slap fight in my bar. It's embarrassing. We are deep in Far's territory, the lieutenant whispers to you, taking a step closer to the door. We need to cool off and re-engage later. Everyone can see you picked some wrong options. Next time you have to come up with better things to say. No. I kind of want to see something else first. I kind of want to see the other fail options, if I'm going to be honest.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Oh yeah, keeping this town going to hell and you're not helping. What's exactly have you been doing? It's so goddamn special. Shitting yourself in front of us? He leans in. Going around harassing kids on the street, kids who've done nothing wrong, all the while talking racist shit. Only we aren't watching, fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints. I don't even have a gun. What are you talking about? Those are the only things you have. Waving around once old ladies' faces, trying to gun down kids. Carly said they've been trying to set up a mass execution. He shakes his head in disdain. Both purchasing guns, ammunition too. I can believe it. He nods. Carly works in a gun shop, you see. Oh my god. The art they're using, they're using it against you. This is all a twisted fantasia. There's no execution, officer. He looks at you, concerned. Just ask questions, don't get sidetracked. Damn. I was hoping for something more. Alright, well, I guess that's all we have. Oh, can we only do these on specific days? Oh, that sucks. So I don't think I can do these quests now. I guess we only have these. Damn, I wish I knew that. I mean, we can still look for a lot of that stuff, but I think stuff we got on Monday we can't complete until I can't complete on any other day. Unless I'm crazy, which I could be. Well, I am crazy, but still. Alright, well, we still have the boots. So let's I guess we can kind of put up the body, I guess. I think the most we're gonna get is gun shenanigans or passing that authority check. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for more. Alright, takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over dead man's face. I can drive him into processing today, no problem, since we stalled with this, but this does mean I will be gone for the rest of the day. I'll be gone? What should I do in the meanwhile? Work on the case, tend to personal matters? Try not to do anything too dangerous. Officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. This means Lieutenant Kisaragi will leave you until tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, you are free to do side tasking in the main case, though it might be more difficult. You have nothing to do, read books, or sit on the bench. Oh, well, I guess we're now going to have no Kim today. Alright. Officer, what happens to this man's boots? You could totally make some kind of weird gag with the Drake and Josh thing with Drake, Josh, or Drake, where's the door? Oh, it's right there. I put it with a magic marker. You could say, you could do something like that. But first, yeah. The variety of soaps and cleansers and beans. There's also a bottle of white vinegar in the cabinet next to the fridge. It's bad. It's bad with those boots. Don't be stingy now. Hold up. Ah, I should have said. Oh, I can say. No, I can't. Delicious smells of cheap soap and vinegar waft up from the pot. Alright now, chef. Light up the stove and boil them. Add water and the boots to the pot. Bring it to a nice boil. Strong smell of vinegar forces you to step away from the pot. The water slowly comes to a boil. Strips of polymer fabric and human tissue separate from the lining of the boots. They float at a bubbling surface. Beautiful. A two-course dinner of rotting flesh and hardened ceramic. The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human flesh are beginning to look cooked. You can smell it, too. Just like a beef stew. Excuse me? That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. Steam dense with the smell of strange meat disappears into the vent above the stove. Dump the socks and flesh stew and examine your new boots. Oh my lord. Pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and reek of vinegar. Just perfect. Master Chef out. Oh yes. What did we just get? Please be good. Yeah. It's not bad. Oh, I love it. Well, I hope it was worth it. And we got 3 skill points. I'll do one more to pain threshold since we do really bad with that. Put 1 point to authority because we need it. And 1 for empathy. That still matters, but the joy brings stone boot stone off of a corpse. Alright, well, I'm not sure where else we can go. I still want to get a plastic bag if I can help it. This post-la aventure mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. Closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. Oh. Fuck you, mail delivery box. Oh! There's a hollow satin rings you kicked. The La Aventure mail collection box. Sounds betrayed and disbelief even. God damn it. Good mail delivery box. That was a really good kick. I was hoping that meant when we didn't take damage, I was hoping that meant the boots helped us.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape?
Rene, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
The other one is eating a big sandwich.
I am trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old, I can see that. We're both old. Now, stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first, ask questions never. Alright, I got this. Ball time. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime. Better observe them first.
Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
What am I walking into? Man throws a metal ball towards a smaller wooden ball in the sand, missing it by a meteor.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I
can't even save it in my back or hip anymore.
Why are we just not sex acting? Why are we grabbing her ass?
I hope you pass out from it, you goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Standing tall and proud, he looks at his partner with disgust. Trying to throw something as close to the predetermined point as possible. Measuring. This must be the age-old game of petanque. You mean horseshoe? Shush, ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You're letting down yourself and the team. Get a game already. I'm on it, coach. Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky. Holy shit, we got it. First try, too. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. God, this is right. You feel the adrenaline. You feel a familiar tremble of excitement, adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time is frozen, taking the surroundings. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind. Everything fades till the only thing left is the union of man and ball. Feel the ball. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready. There's time for a last glance inward. Who am I? An embodiment of pure motion. A fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Some would say you're still a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now. The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. Oh. I thought, okay. Morday! The old social yells in outrage. Bordel, Morday! A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't a whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably 24 and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about. What the hell is your problem? Not a weak triceps, that's for sure. I don't care if you're a cop. You're not just ruined someone's game. So goddamn wait, we won. I know we won that. I saw the green. I'm sorry? Wait, what? We vandalized our game, son. He tries to call himself. We can't play petanque with 5 bulls. Oh, petanque, I understand. No, you don't! Our petanque game is ruined! He's getting angry again. I want our bull back. Take it easy, Renee. The giant one tries to defuse the situation. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done. Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. The heel of his cavalry boot slams into the ground. You owe us a goddamn bull. You are an officer of the law of more important things to worry about than bulls. Don't take this crap. I don't know about bull, but will this do? Hold out the shot put ball. With this, he falls silent on the stairs to the ball. No, it will goddamn not. Thank you, officer. The jolly man takes the ball and bounces in his hand. This is really something. Honestly, I think it's better than our old bull even. Mon Dieu, he mumbles, rubbing his temple. Alright, fine. What do you want, officer? Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder. You never know, you might know something. This is a good advantage. Yeah, what were we doing here again? I'm sorry? I've kind of forgotten. Ugh. Renee, I found your guard booth. Yes, the Debardaire's union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. He looks down. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man, don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway. And money is tight, he adds with a slight sigh. He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason. I don't think we want to admit we stole this thing. You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks to the right onto the yard. Yes, it does. I don't know why we came here. It was along for the ride. You wanted to grab some ball. Things just happened. He nods him. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a week or two leave since last Monday. So who was working your shift that night? No one. The booth has been unmanned since last Monday. He looks suddenly very old and tired. There's no other guard. It's just me. The container yard has been unguarded for a week? Yes, he nods, before hesitantly continuing. It's actually not an issue, I mean. Look, officer, his partner jumps in. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, Renee. Mr. Clare had that booth specifically built for him. It's mostly decorative. Mostly decorative? The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals, he tries to argue. Everard created this job for Renee because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and a PTSD isn't something a man can live off. Decorated Kingsman collected terror reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words. Renee is but one man. We need a program. Get all the elderly back into the job market. Keeps folks motivated. Look, officer. He pauses like he doesn't know how to reply. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now? Hold up.
Vigilance, officer! What can this old carabinier do for you?
His feature stiffens as he gets a cold look. She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM. The lady is Jean-Marie Boulier. Gaston speaks with a soft voice, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody. You know anything about the... we already said that he wasn't working, but I might as well ask anyway. Unfortunately, I don't. He shrugs. Unlike most of the locals, I don't have qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinet, the Union is the law. So can you really blame them? Nobody spills someone else's secrets like Gaston. I got that beat. Awful, but yeah. Martinet, the Union is the law, so you can really don't have a problem with cops? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. He doesn't know about the crime. Time's better spent discussing politics. I'm not going to go there. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of riffraff no longer concerns me. 'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing. This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future. Thank you for your time. I'm not going to go much too further. That seems relatively pointless. I'll make my own way. I already did the quest in the... what you call it? Yay! Plastic bag! I'm not getting rid of our flashlight. Are you kidding me? We got a plastic bag, someone. Finally. Someone, finally. We can now recycle! Jesus, why are there bullet holes everywhere? We can now make a little bit of money. I'll do this. Let's heck yeah. What's this? Wow, I don't know if it's the fact that I'm having 2 twisted teas tonight, but I am getting a little dizzy right now. Uh-oh, we're behind. There's a little shit stain.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep.
Drunk is what I should be saying. Not dizzy, a little drunk, a little tipsy. I get drunk off of like 2 twisted teas. It's really bad. I'm super lightweight. Logic error. She's not sleeping right now.
Come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now? Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever. Okay, I really don't care about you. Oh, that's much less concerning. Yeah, I probably should have worded that a little better. Bullet holes again. What did we just get? Reaction speed, but one more. Whoa. Okay, me. Calm down. Just want to know if you're on the way to passing out. That would be the day where I pass. Do I want to go in here? Can I not go into the greenhouse? I thought we had a mission in the greenhouse. Alright, well, I'm gonna save first. Oh god, though, I can definitely feel the effects of alcohol hitting me, though. Holy shit. Mananas. What was this quest? Oh. Pressure you against the door. Leather upholstery is worn, tough against your jaw, you don't hear any movement. You're doing it, you're getting into character. Oh god. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I don't usually get... I don't... Try as long as you can. It takes a bit of rattling and a handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks a small crack. Thoughts race through your head. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there? A white alligator? A fountain of quicksilver? There might be important information in the apartment. I mean, there might. As you hold open the door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft, a whistle. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh! Revachol. Orange is pronounced Oranje. Alright, well, we're breaking and entering, so... Might as well see what's in here, I guess. Row of mugs on the shelf. He wants to pick the human figure. Dark skin one would tap on the mugs. Something that's painful in the way the curves and lines of the bodies were drawn. The images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures. What do I mean uncomfortable? Mary's mugs doesn't like people. Oh my god, wait, do I not have the mug anymore? Oh no, we could have made the connection! The mugs are... That mug we found is probably his. Typical asshole. Oh, whip out your yellow mug and compare. Shit, we do still have it. I thought we sold it on accident. Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. Same humor, the same mocking lines. The owners of the collection will be dumping his trash in the Whirling's container. Interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes. Clues have a way of magically connecting to other clues down the road. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often? Is this really the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash? Who knows? Could be. But this clothes and trash lead doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. Still a good thing to keep in mind. Hidden world. This is the flag of Revachol the Suzerainty. What's with the sun? This isn't just one sun. There are little suns dancing around the big sun. This is the sevenfold sun miracle. What's that? It's an optical atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. Happens in the cold weather. 6 small suns around the big one. This complex halo phenomena is how old Revachol got its flag. Bow down before the flag. Alright, I guess we got what we needed. Let's head out of here before we're caught. We got some interesting information, at least, from doing that, in terms of that he might have been the person who dumped the body, or at least dumped the clothes. So maybe he looted the body? Could have. Or at least seen the events transpire. There's a penis on this. You see it, right? There's just a penis right here. I hate how that's the first thing I noticed in the back of the door. Oh, it's locked. Hey, what's that noise down there? Smoker on the balcony. You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a cold. That's the first thing you noticed. Now I noticed it too. He says in a quiet voice, "Why is cold? Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned by his frame." Why is it whispering? Sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing. Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt. Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you got a good view of the Warling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hangings? I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinet standards. What did you do last Sunday? Oh, he waves lazily with his cigarette. You already asked me on it, didn't you? Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching? Pretty sure I didn't. No, not you. He gestures idly. Some more muscular types. When was that? Last week? I don't know. Look. He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead house plants litter the scene. He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word? He's deflecting. He's young, with a sharp memory. He hasn't had time to drown it in booze and chemicals. You still haven't answered my question. What were you doing last Sunday? He sighs. I had a friend over. What kind of friend? It was my Sunday friend. Oh my god, we're totally digging into the wrong thing right now. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sundays. You don't have to work. You can just spend some time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer. Oh, we're totally in like Europe or something, if that's the case. Rugby? Really? What's your friend's real name? Did he see something? He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see a faint reflection of his silhouette, all from different angles. Can you tell me your name? My name? My name is Martin Martinet. That's definitely not his real name. You're not actually called that, are you? No, of course not. Would you please lower your voice? He scans the courtyard. It's silent like the bottom of a well, every sound captured and reflected back. Ask him again. Listen, I really need your name. And I really need to finish the cigarette, he replies with a subtle smile. He hasn't left yet. I need to get this inside his apartment building. Can you help? Help you? No. Sorry, gendarme. He shakes his charming head. I have to run. Alright, we'll talk later. No, we won't. He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stuffing it out on the balcony. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going. Holy shit, how did we get that? We have gotten two really, really low chances. This isn't the time or place for questions. Who knows what might be hiding behind the distance, hidden behind the curtains. Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion. And a hidden understanding. When he speaks again, his voice is soft and deliberate. I'm sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for. With a flick of his wrist, he sends a cigarette bucket sailing over the railing. But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign. Good luck with the investigation. He walks away. Do I have to get up there? Find a way inside. Whoa. Oh. 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 Turn it over. Well, I feel stupid. Considering I have family members who do that. Game is taking bursting on you with the RNG now. Run with it. Alright. Ooh, hello. +1 logic, -1 authority. Well... what was my rhetoric? 5. What's my reaction speed? Like 2. I don't really care about that. We'll avoid putting that on for stats. Still haven't gotten Hobocop done. What did these do again? Oh, these gave us authority, which is funny. Oh boy, I can definitely feel the alcohol hitting me. Holy shit. Maybe if I made these streams longer, I'd probably pass out. But holy shit. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Ooh, interesting to know. Hold up. I think we could just break into this house. Good thing you already have the chain cutters in your hand. Nothing left to do but snip, snip. Snip, the cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door. You can just go in now. Okay, let's put this back. Put back my... Hello? Where's the police? Hello? I was totally expecting you to fail that check. Somehow stab ourselves. It's not too late. No one's gonna blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out. Your hand touches a greasy duvet. They're covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There's something alive underneath it. Pull the blanket off. You see a 60-year-old fat red... Oh! Oh! This is Kuno's dad. Oh, boy. Oh, no. You see a 60-year-old fat red-headed man passing out from a large amount of alcohol. God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down. Hey, are you really Kuno's father? The light from his window is weak, but it seems like he is. He's wild, unwashed, mean, bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. Don't forget his face. And bloated reddened cheeks. Bulbous nose. This could be Kuno after 30 years of alcohol and substance abuse. I can't believe it. Kuno's dad can't be a loser. It must be someone else. No response. A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake. That's why you gotta shine a flashlight in his eyes. Jeez. His half-open eyes give him the look of a dead man. He is in there, and not enjoying himself. Damn. Man groans... Based on what? He grins once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's possible to make out the syllables. Hand emerges from blanket, trying to gesticulate something. Do you need help? I'm gonna say if there's anything what you can do. Hey, talk to me. Are you even alive? One fish sticking out from under a blanket. Blah, 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 blah. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to pass that check. I'm gonna be honest. Oh God. Ooh boy. Damn. Okay, I'm just gonna keep drinking. Fuck it. If I get a hangover, at least it'll be on a day off. Yeah, I'll probably drink a couple bottles of water before going to bed. Damn, I'm not doing good with this one. How'd I get a 28 and a 40, and I can't get a 42? Oh God. I can really feel the alcohol. Holy shit. I know I drink for streams to like make me more peppy, but wow, this is normally why I don't drink more than one. Anyway. Oh, fuck's sake. I got double twos again. Sorry if we get double twos a third time. I want to know what the odds of that are. Although I'm suddenly reminded of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. How they started talking about the odds and statistics of rolling a 6 multiple times. You probably read a diary, Kizi. I have physical recording, so I'm not really too worried about that. This is way, like, my physical recording is way better than Wow, I am really shocked I have failed this many times. And maybe I'll shower after this. That'll probably help. I'm honestly shocked we failed this many. Holy shit, it's an even! Come on! We have literally done less tries on more harder odds. How many times have we done this already? Holy tits, McGee. I swear we got some of the other ones that were lower percentages than this way quicker. Get the fuck out, this keeps happening. I didn't count, that'll have to be on YouTube. I still have to render the last stream. Oh, we have gotten multiple letter percentage chances and less attempts. This is ridiculous! Oh, get off my ass with this. I wanted to do it because now I kind of feel bad. I want to know what's going on with him. Is he like in a stupor? Is he in a coma? What's going on right now? Now you just have me like persistently curious. Oh, this is oh, uh-oh. Oh boy. I can feel myself getting numb a little bit. Alright. Thank you. Goodness knows how. Seriously, whenever someone watches this on YouTube, or whoever does the math on this on YouTube, please tell me how many times that was. That was ridiculous. Man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pig, he says. That's it? Are you going to let a semi-conscious degenerate suspect you? Fuck you, die. That was it. That was it. That was all we got. You've got to be kidding me. What an absolute waste of time. We literally... He just wanted to call me a pig. So he knows who we are and what we're doing. What a... Yeah, exactly. What a game. Oh god, I need more alcohol. That was the hugest waste of time that could have happened. Oh, sorry. Oh god, I can really... Whew. I know I keep mentioning it, but I don't normally get drunk on stream. I usually just have one. I think having two was a really bad idea. Oh god. Having two was not a good idea. Okay, I think I'm good. No, I can go a little longer. I do want to get to a decent point, aka breaking into all these rooms if I can. This isn't just 5-pointed star; it's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words. The star antler was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by the Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. What's the deal with the antlers? The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about the building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it. I'm going to probably go till like 10:30 and then we'll probably call it a night. Symbolize the toppling of the old order. Why? Oh, nope. Why white? Because white is the color of peace. Of course it is. Oh my goodness. Nothing at all yet. Right now it's meanish. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Examine the padlock. Solid lump of metal. Oh, the door has been closed. Padlock. Chocolate number. 41. Solid. It's a solid lump of metal. But the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Okay. We're gonna knock, obviously. Ooh, I almost knocked over my drink. The shackle snacks like a twig and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now. Wow, this is a small apartment. Why does this room get... Why does Kuno's place get 2 rooms and technically a public bathroom? And this one's just like a little tiny little area. Don't lap up the stain. Whoa! A bullet? I feel like we should comment on that. Books accorded with the arena monstrosity is capital and such. Okay. Bust of Krasmazov. Plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with the impressive sideburns. Name on a plinth that reads Krasmazov. Honestly, does kind of look like you after all. Communard lives in this room. Look around. Oh, man, for a bullet, for a gun we don't have. Well, the thing is, I don't know if I said it, but I think I said it before. The game advertises that there is no combat in this. This is all based on checks and dialogue options. So if you're hoping for any form of combat, Manji, you're not going to get any in this game. Or at least based on what the game advertises. Let's save. We feel tension on either side. Knock again? Who is this? Demands a female voice, weary and tense. This is the police. Open up. Do I have to open the door? You hear the clacking of heels again, as the other side walks right up to the door. His tone is now getting a defensive edge. Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open a door if you don't have a warrant. It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, let's take someone's mail. More money. Door 9 is locked. Wow, I guess we can't go in door 9. Alright, we'll talk to the lady in a second. Someone has torn down the wall. Ooh, a fridge. And I think we got another healing item. Nice. Bulk grocery list on the table and checks. A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. Rub your sides for warmth. A former architect stands. Oh my god. Before a slice of window, a former plan on her hand, a cold wave has made the air and temperature building still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to negative 20 Celsius. I'm sorry, I'm sadly, oh god. I definitely need to stop soon. No, I can barely think right now. Her face is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping in the plan. Traces of sadness are visible on her expression. Look around yourself. It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. Standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room. She had an eye for beauty. Plan. American, I don't know what a Celsius. That's pretty much what I was trying to say. I'm unintelligent. I am not intelligent. I don't know the wow, I really can't think right now. Holy shit, this is what happens when I drink 2. I don't know how to convert Fahrenheit into Celsius. And yeah. Oh my goodness, gracious me, oh my. Maybe one of these days I'll do like a full drunk stream, but actually, you know what? Yeah, I think I might call it here, just because. Wow, this is what I get for drinking 2. Holy heck! I'm like, I don't know how to describe it, but like, when I get like super tipsy, my like muscles just will randomly just be like, nah, I don't want to work, and just flail. I think they're reviewing the best way to think of Fahrenheit versus Celsius. The F is temperature for human seal, so the C is Celsius is for water. Well, I can't tell you more of that. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it here for tonight. Next week, we'll investigate these apartments more, and possibly talk to the person who we managed to get that check done with. And, yeah. I need to drink some water and take a shower before I go to bed. Wow. But yeah. Until then, everybody. Sounds like a spasm. It sounds concerning. You should have. No, it happens every single time I drink a lot. My muscles just are suddenly like, nah. Just. I guess flail shouldn't have been the word I said. But like, like you raise your arm, you're putting thought into raising your arm, but suddenly when I'm tipsy, my arm will just randomly be like, nah, you're not putting any effort into raising your arm, so then it'll just fall. That's what I mean. So like in the instance that just happened, I had my hand on my mouse, and then my arm just like nah, and just slumps, and I don't feel it for like a second. I don't know how else supposed to describe it, but yeah. But yeah, no. Anyway, see you all next time. Till then, thank you for stopping by.